Thank you so much, thank you. Please put your hands together for... hang on, where am I? What's going on? I'm really very excited about this one. I wonder what was different about that. Oh, was that yours? Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. So please, if you could put your hands together for these two wonderful people. You may start now if you want. Thank you so much for Chris Barrie and Hattie Hayridge. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming up and having a quick chat with me.
Good evening.
How's it going? How are you feeling?
Generally, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How's your? I know it's fairly early, but how's your day been at Norcon?
Good. Seen lots of people already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Ditto.
Very quickly, I just want to kind of jump in and kind of say, so you guys started off as being, I say started off, you still are, but kind of comedians, people of kind of entertainment interests. Did your paths ever cross before Red Dwarf, as it were?
No, not with Chris. It didn't. No. I knew Norman before from the comedy circuit, and then after I did Parallel Universe, I actually went to the Montreal Comedy Festival with Craig and Danny, because Craig was booked there, and he took Danny as his mate to go out on the town. So, yeah, and Robert, I kind of vaguely knew from the circuit, but it wasn't, I didn't know them, but that's why I got in it, or anything like that. I just knew them vaguely.
So how did you kind of...
were you not on the comedy store circuit thing?
Yeah.
So
I didn't
our
know you
paths
from
were
there,
crossed. Oh, we didn't know, didn't you?
No.
It's been a long time.
What's your name again?
Chris Barrett.
Oh, Chris Barrett.
From Red Pilot.
Right.
No,
you make those houses, don't you?
There's quite a few springing up where I live, that's for sure.
I did write, actually, I did do one series writing on the Spitting Image, but I don't know if I wrote for you or not, because I never met any of the people that was in it, which is bizarre.
No, so yeah, I was on the comedy alternative comedy circuit, which was called then that.
What was the alternative comedy circuit?
Well, it was set up, I suppose, as an alternative to the traditional mother-in-law gag type club comedian, you know, as personified by, you know, a lot of the northern comics at the time, mainly northern, then southern. But yeah, so it was an alternative to traditional, I suppose, sexist, racist comedy, as was deemed.
So that's not all new, all that stuff?
So yeah, so I was on that with, I know Norman Lovett was on that, and Ronnie Golden, Tony Allen, Jim Barclay.
People he's never heard of.
People who were brilliant, who were really fantastic acts, and probably still are. So yeah, and I was doing some impersonations back in the day, and yeah, that's how I think that's how I sort of got spotted, as it were.
Did you both...
When I was a secretary, got fed up being a secretary, went to a comedy club, they said if anyone wants to get up and do something they can, and I'd had a bad day at the office, and I got up, a bit drunk, and started moaning. And then someone gave me a gig, which was terrifying, because then I had to write something for 2 weeks' time. So it kicked off really quick. That was like 1987, and then 88, they saw me doing Friday Night Live and put me on Red Dwarf. So yeah, none of us were proper actors. We were all like dossing about, not knowing what we were doing, really.
So it really,
apart from Danny, he was a proper dancer.
That's really quick then.
For me, it was. Yeah. When people say it doesn't happen overnight, I'm the exception to that rule.
And you say you wrote for Spitting Image as well?
Yeah, that was all about the same time as well. And Chris was on, you was on that, weren't you?
Yeah, which sketches did you write? I didn't even know Hattie Rose.
I'm trying to think what era it was of things happening.
1987 onwards, really.
Yeah.
86, Michael Foot, Ronald Reagan,
yeah.
Margaret Thatcher. Do they ring a bell?
I've heard of them, yeah. Yeah.
Neil Kinnock.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, lovely babies. Ronald Reagan, Will, who am I? What is where is my brain? All that sort of stuff.
Harold Kenneth Williams, that's the best impersonation I ever did, you see, yes.
David Goldman, did you do the one with the head exploding? 1-0. No, it's come out again. All that. Yeah.
You don't do any impressions at all?
No, just Holly. Which is not even an impression, it's a bit like me really. Hard to tell where one ends, the other one starts.
So I think everyone can do at least one impression.
Yeah, I'd say.
Everyone in this hall can do one impression.
All do it now at the same
Everyone
time.
sounds like someone else.
All do your one impression now.
I guess everyone has one impression that they can probably do, but
Can't think what one
were you doing
Sometimes people think I'm Helen Mirren, or they pretend they think I'm Helen Mirren.
You're not Helen Mirren.
Oh God, is that something?
I thought so. I've got loads of questions for Helen. I'm so sorry.
Well, I hate to be playing Catherine the Great. Well, I am in Sky Channel very soon.
Very soon. Nice. So Red Dwarf, and kind of, I say still going strong. We've had the two kind of big Dave series that came out a couple of years ago now. I'm sure that once I pass over the microphone to...
Yes, we had...
No, 10, 11, 12, 3 series.
Oh, sorry.
We had Back to Earth.
Was it in 3 series? Oh no, you're right, because they... Yeah. Okay.
Back to Earth in 09, Series 10 in 2012, Series 11 and 12 in 2015/16. So, and I think we're just about to grind to a start on something else, which is more Red Dwarf product. And of course we do a little thing to advertise a well-known organisation.
Have you guys all seen that advert as well? Good. I was so happy. I was so happy to see that. I was
banned from the AA because my car broke down so much. So I don't know if I'd have done it or not.
You were banned from the AA?
Oh yeah. I had a 1969 Wolsey which broke down every time I got into it. And so they asked me to leave. They said it could only come out 6 times a year, and I'd done my 6 times a year.
Well, I like some old wagons, and yeah, I've reached 6 times a year. I've never got to the dizzy heights of 6 times a year, maybe twice, but.
So you mentioned that there might be some more Red Dwarf product coming out, because that was going to be my next question, because I know that someone else was going to say, when is Red Dwarf coming back? Is it going to come back? So there's possibly more stuff bubbling up.
Yes, I kind of, I've lost track of what I'm not supposed, what's not supposed to be out there and what is. But so no one has put a gun to my head and said, don't talk about anything coming up, So I think I'm prepared to actually say that something will come out fairly soon. I would imagine that before the end of this year, I will have to don the H. So let's just leave it there.
I think we all, after seeing the series that have kind of more recently come out, I think everyone kind of knew that there would be more coming out. It was wonderful. I had the privilege of coming over to Plunge and watching one of the stories, it seemed like such fun. Was it similar amount of fun to kind of how it was produced
Sometimes it is great fun just to work with Craig, Robert, Danny, you know, and perform Doug's scripts is great fun. It's brilliant writing, great, you know, company to work with, and all the crews, cameras, lights, you know, the chippies, the sound, you know, everyone is just, and the other production staff, absolutely brilliant, you know. So it's great fun to work with, but it is hard work, you know, when you suddenly get thrust a scene that looks quite word heavy. When are we recording it? In about 20 minutes time. That can be a little bit tricky. How am I going to remember that speech? That's the biggest problem, really. It's just getting the time to allow the lines to. It's not just a case of learning lines, it's a question of letting it bed in. And you need days to do that. Sometimes they're saying, well, you know, no, we're doing it today. And that's for for a performer. I won't say actor, we're not, because as Hattie has pointed out, we're just performers who've got nothing, or in my case I am. You know, sometimes you really want a lot of time to get it right, you know? And, you know, they just say, well, we're going to record it today anyway, so, you know, just let's do it. So it'd be nice to have a bit more time, is what I'm saying, but, you know, it's great fun to work on.
Was, just popping back to kind of Holly, was it quite difficult, or was it quite easy to be ahead on a screen?
Well, the rest of me was there as well, so yeah, all I had, it was like sitting in front of a black background, wearing a black polo neck jumper, sitting knee to knee with a cameraman, with the camera in my face, so because I didn't have any training, it was much easier than walking and talking and not bumping into furniture.
Yeah.
That was perfect, really.
Were you with the rest of the crew, was it kind of
Yeah, no, I was with them, yeah, it'd be the sets, and then I'd sit in the middle gap between the sets. And they're 6 days a week with everyone else. Some days I didn't have anything to do and I just sat drinking coffee and eating biscuits, which they wouldn't let you do nowadays. So.
You'd be kind of hidden away somewhere else and brought on for one shot.
Yeah, I'd probably be brought on for an hour for the entire series.
Yeah. I'm going to open up to the questions to the audience, if that's okay with you. Are there any questions out there? Oh, straight up there. I'm going to.
You're going to run out there.
Hello.
Chris, did you ever feel a bit smug that all you had to do was to put an H on your head and Robert had hours and hours and hours of prosthetics to put on?
Yeah, I mean, you know, what a loser. Yeah. In at makeup at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, we were just staggering back from the clubs at that time, you know. I tell you what, in series 12, I think it was, we, you know, had Danny, Craig, myself had to put on the Crichton latex, and that was, I mean, the first day I was ill, I had to retire hurt, you know, I don't know what was wrong, but I couldn't do it, you know. The glue and the, you know, when the glue starts to fail, it starts to lift, and you've got a drip of sweat going down the inside, and you can't touch it. You know, that's not the worst bit. The worst bit's the eyes, you know, it has to sort of blend with the eyes, you know, so you've got glue right on your eyelids there. Tough gig Bobby has, you know, he should really get the big bucks, you know. But yeah, and for me, you know, these days I do get a little bit, I have to be in there, you know, for longer than 10 minutes, because obviously I have to have a certain help with the Barnet. But yeah, but no, I mean, they've got it much quicker now, the Crichton makeup, so I think they're under 2 hours. So, and you know, the technology's improved, you know, the makeup artists who do it are you know, out of this world. So yeah, there used to be an element back in series sort of, you know, 6 or whatever, back in the Shepperton winter day, because of course you always do it in the winter, because Robert in the summer, he couldn't survive, it's too hot, you know. So yeah, I remember those early mornings in Shepperton, you know, about sort of 5 o'clock when he went into makeup, and I would breeze in at sort of 20 to 9, you know, some happy days. But yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Is it straight? Let's spend half an hour working out if it's straight or not, you know. So yeah.
Was there question over here that I saw someone put their
Making
hand
sure
up.
a helicopter didn't land on your head.
Did I say? Oh, there we go.
Chris, as we all know, as we all know, it takes between 14 and 15 hours to smoke a pipper. What are you expecting to get done in that time?
Smoke me a kibble, I'll be back for breakfast. Well, Ace could do loads of things in that time. He could save planets. You know, he could teach Crichton how to play the piano, that he already knows. Teach Lister, he could do so many things. He could do a whole maintenance run on Red Dwarf, plus his own, plus Starbug, plus Blue Midget. You know, Ace can, I don't know, he could visit other members of the crew who require help in whatever form. So Ace is still pretty capable. Who knows, he may even be out in the ether waiting to make a landing at some point. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for sometime soon.
I loved that when you and Craig was out on the scaffolding pretending to mend Starbug. Do you remember that? Because that was one bit of location I went on, which was outside the building. And when you were up there, and it was like in the stall.
Oh, there was a wind machine.
Yeah, there was a wind machine. They were throwing buckets of cold water over
a Volkswagen Beetle engined wind machine. And with a huge, great propeller. And I tell you what, that was a gale.
in November.
Ace is supposed to be cool. You know, so he's out there trying to be cool with a 50,000 mile an hour wind at you, you know, and they were chucking water, you know, at us, you know. So I was kind of nearly drowning. The Ace wig was nearly lifting. And instead of sounding like this, Ace was starting to sound like this.
It was fun to watch, I have to say. Yeah, because they deliberately did freezing cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have warmed it up, but they were just laughing, going, oh, this will get them.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
And Doug was going, yeah, it was great, yeah, it looked great. Should we do it again? Yeah, thank you. So yeah, it was good fun.
Big question over here.
How much different would Red Dwarf be if it was done now instead of earlier?
Well, I'm immediately thinking of the age of the cast. The age of the cast, but actually much more important is the age of the culture. I don't know. I don't think it would be that much different, actually, in terms of... Because, you know, Red Dwarf's its own little world, which, you know, exists away from this world. So, I don't know. I look back on episode 1 and think, well, there might be the odd little reference here and there that might be different, you know? A couple of episodes might not make it. But apart from that, I'm not entirely sure. Good question, actually.
Yes,
Good question, young man. From someone so young in years. I'm going to think about that on the way home. And I'll probably think about a much better answer than the one I've just given. Next.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap up. I'm so sorry. It was so fleeting and so quick. Thank you so much, guys, for coming up to Norcon and having a chat with me. Please give a nice Norcon warm round of applause.